Hello, and welcome to Steel Division 2. We've got a great battle for you today here at YK Kanko Meta versus LusitanianWolf here. 7th Estonian versus First Ski Jäger. So, Ski Jäger Führer, bunch of Sturm Ski Jäger, Ski Jäger Pioneer, Ski Jäger, more Ski Jäger, he's in a Panzerschreck. Up here, 2 Ski Jäger, 1 Sturm Ski Jäger, Ski Sturmfusilier, and a Ski Jäger Führer. T-3485, multiple guerrillas as the MG42s and the Pak 40 come in. On the side of 7th Estonian, multiple flamers, the light Russian OB. Lots of pioneer here. As I gotta turn my sound down a little bit. Porch going down. Just running into the... Definitely not expecting a rush up here, but... so definitely good for the V for Victory player here to start off very strong, as the 7th Estonian is quite good at rushing. Ski Jäger goes down to the south, Pak 40 also pinned down. The sniper gonna get the better of them, as the 14-2-10 is reached in the first couple of minutes of this game. However, the OB does go down here, but saying that, the Ski Jägers are quite pinned down, though it does leave this position open to be overrun by the Ski Jäger and the Ski Jäger Pioneer. We'll be also firing, as these T-70 Svitkas are actually going to get in line of sight of this T-3485, which would not be very good. Though it doesn't look like it sees it for now. Multiple Tanko Zaniki without half-tracks, interesting enough, getting into this forest. Lots of Lescaret SVTs. The Pioneer, these are actually a really great unit. Not one you see too often, because... well, in the regular Russian divisions, what these types of units are, they actually have a Panzerfaust rather than a TNT shell. But with the TNT shell here in the 7th Estonian, they provide some great utility. T-70s do manage to squeak on by, no recon here for YK, but also managed to take this position. 2 more SVTs coming in though, and Mustad Mantlid, also another hallmark of the Estonians. Good to see these also coming in. Very chunky, disheartened squads. LA5 coming in. The 15-9 has been reached. But there's just one flamer up here. The Pak 40 also didn't go down, not quite capitalizing on this. This is a Division 4 game here on Tallinnna Hunta today. And yeah, just without that recon, can't see anything. So, unfortunate. Well, the Ski Sturmfusilier is definitely not in the right position to be able to spot for that. But Ski Sturmjäger versus SVT Lescaret, as long as these must have Mantlids chunk for the opponent, or for the SVT, it should be definitely a good engagement for LusitanianWolf there. As I desperately try and get my audio under control. Multiple Ski Sturmfusiliers coming in. Ski Scharfschütze, Ski Jäger Pioneer, more Ski Jägers. So a relatively good start. Oh, but the Ski Pioneer field, he actually manages to pin down and surrender all these units here. I'm going to need to provide more reinforcements. If this continues happening into B phase, there's going to be like a window of 40 points here for YK to really get an advantage. But the power for V for Victory, as a counterpick against Balanced, is definitely this very aggressive A phase, having almost as much income as Vanguard. However, as a counterpick to Balance, I would definitely prefer Vanguard, as it lets you keep a strong B phase. But if you don't think you can win in that time, Tallinnna Hunta is definitely very dangerous to get into that kind of a position. V for Victory may be the better choice here against Balance. Tanko Zaniki versus Ski Sturmjäger should be an easy takeout there. Molotov is forcing them to move, and Ski Sturmjäger also getting quite hit. Ski Scharfschütze should take out the sniper here on the Estonian side, as you see a 45mm coming in. Interesting to not see these guys, because move forward and start brawling with these Scharfschütze, definitely a missed opportunity. But another missed opportunity is for some kind of AT gun potentially. Well, it might even be this AT gun to come forward and snipe these guerrillas off in the side here. LA coming in. Hitting the Ski Jäger Pioneer as more Pioneer move forward to try and get on this position. Ski Jäger, though, forcing the Pioneer to unload. Now, most of the Mantlids are left with their 11 Mosins and their 4 MP40s, which just give them quite the advantage. Or quite the adequate firepower, I would say, in CQC combat left to deal with these infantry here. And there is still dangerous MP40s around here. LA5 strafing, not exactly very good at strafing, single 20 or dual 20mm there. As lots of infantry down south here for YK as he starts a counter push. 270 finally getting involved. Multiple units coming in here now. These Jagdpanzer Gazelles, a very interesting call-in in my opinion. But for light AT, yeah, can't really go wrong. These do have a crazy rate of fire. And they just slam shells in. Pack 40 sneaking into this position as well. Going to cut out this road, so I don't have to rely on those Mossad Mantlids until that Pack 40 is really dealt with. But doesn't actually look like there's anything providing a recon for it. So potentially a missed opportunity there. Sniper and Maxim against the Ski Sturmfusiliers as the LAs continue to strafe. Ooh. You wouldn't want a LA7 to go head on with one of these, but just strafing the infantry for the time being, forcing it to fall back. They do get the better of the Ski Sturmfusilier for a bit. Pack 40 can't see anything, right? So it takes too long to acquire the target and then can't even get the shot off. Also in a slightly bad position here. Might want to consider moving that forward. But multiple Mossad Mantlids now really flooding into this. We are 7 minutes into the game though, and LusitanianWolf hasn't managed to create much of a commanding lead as this flag goes down. Trading it for this one in the center here. This flag up north is also very precarious. Potentially the Pioneer and the Flamethrower could push forward and kill the Ski Jäger, as we do see the 45mm getting the better of that Guerrilla. Does go down. Good to see side shots like that. Guerrilla though, in the CQC combat, AT gun or whatever was here, going down much earlier. As these Gazelles try to make their way into the forest, they're just gonna, if they're not careful, they're gonna die to that 40mm. Multiple Tango Nikis coming in though, together with Mossad Mantlids. Definitely worth following up. LA5, not quite getting on the back of that DO, but there's a 37mm coming in now, and that 37mm. If it's not careful, that's like directly in range of AT guns here. MG42s coming off to cover up this road. Surprised we haven't seen anything come over here. Definitely a missed opportunity just to capture this flag. Even though, like a squad of infantry, you don't necessarily have to get shot at to hold this flag, right? You just want some influence. Another DO over here, though. This flag does temporarily go back. The Jagdpanzer Gazelle is rightly moving off. As the 45mm turned on efficient Zot is not going to be shooting at that T-3485. LA5 forced to fall back. And we see the first off-map plane here. 172mm off-map. This is a very, very fragile artillery observer, right? The Beobachter. But if there's no AA and the plane doesn't shoot it down, generally it's worth taking these just for like the single off-map they get. As the Panzer Gazelles move forward there. And now that's retreating. Let's just see another day. No AA here. And really off-map is going to be the bane of the 7th Estonian's existence right now, as if it can't secure some kind of a commanding lead here in A phase, off-map will just delete infantry in B phase, and then you'll have no way of recovering it. Pack 40, ooh, gonna get shots on that KV-1S, T-3485 shooting at the 37mm, if that goes down too, that's also not good. KV-1S manages to escape for now, but that T-3485 is very much a danger. I think we just had Niki coming in, probably going to try to get into this area from around side. 37mm firing at the dome, but that T-34 is still firing at that 47mm, so we do see an IL-2 coming in for it. 13 to 11 again, slight lead for the LusitanianWolf as the off-map comes in and forces all this infantry to fall back. Ski Jäger following it up. Jagdpanzer Gazelles following it up. Good choice here. There's a 45mm, so if these two go too far forward, they are in danger, but I suspect they will engage a T-70 there, which would be the worthy kill for these 37mm or 45mm planes there. T-3045 not going down. The IL-2 looks like it hit it on the side or something as it did. Not quite go down. LA once again in the open here. Flamethrower versus Ski Jäger. Ski Jäger, not as good as regular Jäger. They are just like MG42 Grenadiers, so they don't have the complement of 50 million MP40s to go with them. AA moving in circles now, but that's not what the problem was. The problem was getting shot at 2K from T-3485. So the counter battery circle, not quite gonna work there. Another 45 mil coming in. Dark Panzer Gazelle finished off the T-30 over here. And all this 45 mil needs to do is coming closer, but two Sturm Ski Jägers as we do enter in B phase, and LusitanianWolf just has to be very careful here. There's still no AA up in the north, which is normally something you do want to get set up in A phase as V for victory, as you're not going to have the points for it in B phase. Let me tell you that much. This area gets cleaned out though, so 1410. Let's see what YK Mori can make of B phase. Oop. There's potentially a shot here on the T-3485 before the Ski finds it, but it's not firing. It's set too high on efficient shot. Like there's a good 20% chance, I believe, 10 to 20% chance of this penetrating the side here, but it's not firing because it is on like 45 penetration. That's good SVTs though. Going up, they will be able to deal with the Ski Jäger. The SVT is just winning out versus the rifles at that range. But yeah, not a lot of infantry coming in. We do see a 37mm, but it's been placed out in the open again. There's like a T-34 down here. We don't see any heavy AT guns as another Studebaker comes down, trying to reinforce here. Let's see again a 10-4 coming out. Huh. Interesting to see these 10-4s coming out without an additional 20mm strapped on the back, but yeah, I guess Ski Jäger is one of those divisions that has that. Ski Jäger and Sturm Ski Jäger coming in here. With the Sturm Ski Jäger here, the Ski Jäger Führer, these last grade SVTs are not going to be doing too well. However, units going down here in the center. Slowly but surely, I do think YK is out trading LusitanianWolf, especially if he keeps assaulting like this and throwing units into these very dangerous positions as versus the two Ski Jägers here, the Fusilier and the regular one. Thank God, he does get the second Molotov off, but goes down just before the pin down. The 2v1 being quite dangerous there. Sturm Ski Jäger and Ski Jäger. The sniper was supporting for just a second there, but the other SVT actually went over here. So this Sturm Ski Jäger is going to win that very handily as the DO comes in to blast that sniper. The 37mm is here now, but hasn't quite managed to unload yet as the Ski Jäger Führer wards off the Mustad Mantlet. And now with this reinforcement road being cut off, we can see 1, 2, 3, 4 things going down here. One of them being a KV-1, I believe. This is very dangerous. Mustad Mantlet at the ideal range, but again, versus M44s. This is a good trade just because the Mustad Mantlet is 15 points and the Sturm Ski Jäger is something like 30. But if it just dies right away and surrenders, that's not really worth it, right? Artillery Beobachter going in again. LA coming in for it. Does manage to get the off-map off before it gets chased down. And actually, if it retreats here, these slow planes have a very big habit of just disappearing, but LA5 does get it. LA5, very fragile plane on its own, does go down to the BF-109. Aufklärer are going to go down here, or actually a sniper. Not being a Russian division, not an Aufklärer either, but 37mm still doing good work. Now it's finally here. This fly in the center, it's back to 12-12, and now LusitanianWolf has to see if he can hold out till B phase. Once a RSO though, there's a Pack 40 on here, and at the lower divisions like this, I believe this is Division 4. The Panzerjäger RSO is actually not the worst thing in the world, just because it doesn't have APCR. And with that APCR, you can't forget to turn it off, right? So, very deadly Pack 40 there, with the 145 penetration. But T-34-85 could have come over and cleaned that out just as easily. Guerrilla now firing. That must have Monta just getting deleted. And all that needs to happen is a couple of infantry pieces come down here, and this town is his. Though the town already looks like his for the time being. IL-2 coming in for the Guerrilla. There's a 10-4 here, but IL-2, very heavy plane. Probably not going to force that to fall back, even with the IL-2 moving fairly slowly. Oop. Another 10-4 coming in as the LA gets on the back of the BF-109. IL-2 does drop it slowed, but quite suppressed, actually. And forces the 10-4 to fall back. This would need a follow-up. 10-4 not dead. But another one coming in right after. Stuka as well. Moving forward, as now we see Somsky Yegas and just lots of units really evaporating here. All those units that LusitanianWolf has built up in A phase are quite honestly evaporating now as the off-maps come down and there's just not enough troops to replace it. A bunch of relatively expensive units coming in to replace them as well, like Churchills and stuff, but it's Churchill once again going out in the open. Back 40's got great view range over that for now. DO forced to fall back though. This Guerrilla could very easily come over here and snipe this 47 though. Multiple Guerrillas out here actually. 10-14 now. 60 minutes in this game. This infantry's still pushing. Some kind of AT needed for this Churchill far. But another RSO coming in. These aren't the best at dealing with Churchills, though I do believe they outrange them by a little bit. And they do have the penetration, so as long as you can stay out of range, then they are fine. Really, the problem with these is the fact that they take forever to get to the front. They move something like 35 kilometers per hour. And that is just... oh, what a beauty. But, as explained by the German Ardeni Ordnance, the problem with these is they can't. They're big, bulky targets, so they get spotted very easily, and they can't retreat easily, right? Even infantrymen would be able to pull back faster, really, than the Zebsfalov had to there. That's just so bad it is on that RSO tractor. Multiple infantry units not coming in here, trying to clear this out again. Interesting to not see them come down here and try another push over here, but definitely maybe afraid of supporting units. The unit's pretty much all going down here. All YK would need to do is just push forward and this whole thing would collapse here after the off map. But there's a Maxim down here. You would need to get fairly close and sneak around the side to secure this flag. Multiple Fusiliers though. T-34-85 also up north, having moved down. Takes out the Churchill 4. It's gonna get shots on the Su-76 as well. Su-76 not having range on that. And goes down. And then we see an Su-85 coming out to counter, but the Su-85 is very fragile. And firing APCR, like oftentimes, you almost want two of them, right? The regular AP should be enough to deal with the T-34-85 though, so might be worth turning it off. You do have a less penetration chance though, and being as fragile as they are, it's not often the best thing in the world. Multiple ski Jaeger now, actually, because LusitanianWolf didn't really put anything up here. Just gonna capture these flags temporarily. AA piece though, firing at the infantry. Never a good thing when that happens. Stuka getting forced back. HS 111 though with the 1,000 kilogram bomb. Does get its drop off that the Stuka was distracting the AA, but there was nothing really in that position to bomb. So we really see the B phase just massive infantry that YK is unable to purchase here. As the 37mm actually does get the better of two of those squads of infantry, but the Sharpshooter does take it out as well. T-34-85 moving forward, killing off the looks like a ZIS-3, whatever the Estonian equivalent of a ZIS-3 is. This position is so weird because you're on the lip of the hill here. Right, you actually have less view range than if you slightly moved up. So, something to consider. You have more view range further back than up front, because this does technically count as elevation and a hill. There's a Guerrilla though, providing just the support you need. F-22 coming forward. Oh, so it was a F-22 likely. Looks like the... or wonder if these are in the artillery tab or the anti-tank tab, because they're certainly being used as anti-tank. IL-2s, not really having paid off this game. SU-85 ooh, is firing AP, so not in the APCR range, so just barely not in the APCR range. So as long as this penetrates, does do a good job there. But definitely not an assault tank there. Multiple DOs coming in though for the IL-2 as it flies directly over the AA net, trying to go for this Skrilla and readjusting, but the DOs coming in. Good move to turn in, but also turned in, well, I guess it did get away, but yeah. DOs coming out. Interesting to see the DOs being used as fighters, but I do believe YK lost his earlier fighters. One of them definitely went down to a yak somewhere. SU-76 versus T-3485. Has to turn the whole tank. Does get the kill there. T-3485 already having been penetrated by something. Mossad Mounted versus Pioneer, though. That Mossad Mounted is not going to last very long. We are into C phase, so lots of income for LusitanianWolf finally come back. But now YK is in the domineering position here. The Stug opening fire on the less grid SVT. Skrilla is still shutting down this position, so infantry can't advance, infantry can't come through because the back 40 as well is shutting down transports. The Skrilla actually almost out of HE as the last shot goes off here. Actually towards the AT gun there, or the Pioneer, but we'll go down to the F-22 if it's not careful. It is backing up though, so F-22 not the most accurate AT gun in the world. Goes down to the, whatever it was shooting at here, but goes down to the Ski Fusilier. Maximum firing. What's up, Mount Led force to fall back. Multiple DOs now going for this, this year 2. Very dangerous plane here with the multiple 1,000-kilogram bombs, as the DOs don't have the ability to really stay on target for very long. Just drop its bombs. Ooh, very large explosion incoming here. 3 1,000-kilogram bombs. Dropping in a line. Beautiful. Gotta be careful not to go down though, as the AA does go down up here. Stuka trying to get rid of this Maxim. Actually, not on target. Looks like it had a fire position order. Mossad Mounted is just coming up here to secure these flags. 10 to 14, so has stopped the 15-9 for the time being. But YK has a lot of units on the ground. Now with the artillery coming out, like that's exactly what he needs to really secure this game. As the artillery will be able to take out AA or pummel positions, as it looks like because of this Skrilla ran out of ammo and the other one never came in to replace it. Mossad Mounted did get into this position here. Pioneer too close to throw its charge. Does get the hit on the Mossad Mounted though. TNT aiming. Oh. Does go off. And forks in to fall back. Dies in the process though. GU-88 also coming in for that Mossad Mounted. The Mossad Mounted is actually falling back forwards. Now it's going to be stuck there. As the Stuka comes in for the bombing strike. LA-5 coming in. Trying to deal with this. No kills there. Just get a shot on the Ski Jaeger Pioneer and falls back. Bunch of T-34s coming in now. Tanks moving forward. Take the Ski Fusiliers, not a bad idea. The SU-85 haven't gone down. And none of these Panzerjägers traded for it even, so. 15-8. This flag going down. This flag is about to go down as well, I would wager. And this one's also looking quite precarious. Guerrillas just need to get back in the position, and they'll be able to, once again, pound this road. Pack 40 did eventually go down, but... Well, we're slowly seeing LusitanianWolf get units back into the field here. About this north is looking very thin still. Well, probably 50 units, like just queue move forward compared to 5. One of them being an A piece and one of them being a mortar. T-49 in the back lines here. Support vehicles also getting good cover and fire. IL-2 coming in for the grid. You could just almost park these T-34s. It's nothing to worry about, but potentially worried about another AT gun or something. And without recon to cover these out. Ooh, and the 37 mil. Oh, it's the BF-109 is going to get on the back of the IL-2 before it gets on target. Unfortunate. This flag also goes down. 16-8. This game is over. HS-129 does not get his bombs off. Not quite needed though. F2 and cheeky, 2-star F2 coming in to deal with the Pioneers. But Pioneers likely going to get its grenade off and then they'll trade 1-1. F2s are somewhat cheap, but taking in at 2 stars, not the best trade in the world. LA with its 50 kilogram bombs. Also getting things, as by sound, for some reason has turned itself back up somehow. Hopefully it's not too loud. She's something. It's killing the SVT there. Another sniper coming in. After engaging the ski Jaeger. Here's an engagement they're going to win. She took 3 though. Getting a target on the 37mm, and with these RSOs just slowly but surely moving forward. Well, what are you going to do, right? Multiple Stokes coming in, multiple T-34s. Really see C-phase cards now come into play as plane dive bombs as well. T-34-85 moving to secure the south side. There's the Panzerjäger RSO here, but with its terrible traverse rate, it almost has to like ambush the T-34 as it comes forward. You're never gonna move into an engagement with that. Shuka for the coming in for the SVT. A little bit misaligned here. The 250 kilogram bombs, not exactly the most powerful in the world. And there's an AA piece too. Oh, force that fallback? Not quite. Does get it off, but just pins it down. Ski Pioneer moving forward though. With this pin down state and without a fallback, should be able to take care of that. 16-8 still. The 2 1,000 kilogram bombs. Battle of the bombs here. Coming in again. 37 mil, too far back to ward that off this time. And big explosions there. Oh, I'm making a cool thumbnail. Husker does recover in time and kills the 3 health on that SV and the Pioneer. Husker here though, too low health to continue moving, and the Ski Pioneer actually out of ammo now being shot at by this DT, which you can't fire within the 100-meter range. It is still a LMG, not a automatic rifle. 85 going down to the 10-4s. Artillery, despite having being put down, not unloaded. Called it in, lightly forgot about it. Oh, Panzerjäger RSO versus T-34. Let's get a penetration. Might get the other one actually. T-34 is moving. Does go down. The one thing that these RSOs do have going for them is a little bit of a RPM buff. Guerrilla shooting at the T-34. T-34 should be able to retaliate just fine. Is it really now? 4 minutes left on the clock. LusitanianWolf really has to make something happen here, but this Su-85 didn't even acquire any targets before just being absolutely deleted by this assortment of anti-tank weaponry. 70-7, very close to a 18-6. Just gotta move one of these units forward. There's no AT or down here or anything. And that's one of the things that Smithsonian really struggles with. It's the lack of proper ATs. We see another 1,000 kilogram bomb. Or, yeah, another 1,000 kilogram bomb going down. Whew. Took 3 of us actually out of HE now. Just firing a machine gun at the month-lid as the off map. Go stand over here. Nothing really there to protect against that. Another E or 2 coming in. He's gonna get it off, but that's 1 Stug out of 3, or, well, 2 in a RSO. Ooh, these bombs are falling a bit far forward, but yeah, 1,000 kilogram bombs on the back, that's gotta kill it. 18.6 as the center flag is recovering again. Bomber's not quite doing the job that's needed. Stug 3 coming off this road again. Die Panzerschreck, another guy Panzergazelle. Lots of MP44 troops here. One of the strengths of this division. Ski Fusilier also being pinned down by the mortar here, but the off map actually hitting YK's own ski fuel out, but multiple units coming up to secure the north here. And this game is over. So, yeah. Interesting game here. Lots of big bombs. Love to see it. Last one goes down. LusitanianWolf surrenders. 2,180 kills to 3,335. Good showing here. 2 for Ski Jäger. I think it's the first time in the tournament that we have seen for Ski Jäger. But 7th Estonian, also not a division that's likely to be seen a lot. Not a lot of kills here, even the big bombers not paying off. Oh, this one did okay. This one killed a Stug. Yeah, you need multiple runs to really make it pay off, and with that little time left. Gilda definitely paying itself off, though, on the other side. And some of these Ski Jägers just absolutely destroyed things, right? T-34 is doing a good job. This Pack 40, likely the one in the forest, was just deleting everything that it saw. And that is sad to see here. Definitely that side of Talianta having the slight advantage. The Doe 217 as well doing good work here. And the off-map just giving the opportunity for units to go in. Go to get into kill on the 37 mil. Panzer 38T is paying off. And actually, wow, for how cheap this unit is, it is surprising to see it do that well. I guess they are good AT guns when you get them in the range. Kind of reminds me of the Pack 40 mounted French vehicle that 21st Panzer gets. But yeah, well, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And goodbye.